What's up, guys? In this YouTube ads tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to place your business on specific YouTube channels or YouTube videos. So let's jump over to my Google Ads account and I'll show you exactly how it's done. Okay, so here we are. We are inside my Google Ads example account. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we actually have a list of all of our placements. Okay, so you want to have a list of at least, 50 plus placements, whether it's channels or specific video placements. You want to have a list of those because we're going to need them. So once you have that, we want to come into your Google Ads account and we want to click on new campaign. Now we then want to go to awareness and consideration. We then want to go to video views, right? We only have one option here for campaign type, which is video. So we click on continue. Now under campaign name, you can name it whatever you want, as long as it makes sense to you. That's all that matters. Multi-format ads. We want to untick short ads and in-feed ads. We only want to run our ads, in this case, on skippable in-stream ads. Bid strategy. Okay, target CPV as our only option. So target cost per view. All right, we want to pick that. Now, budgets and dates. I like to do daily. I like to do at least $25 a day minimum. However, whatever floats your boat, whatever's inside your budget. If you want to do $5 a day, if you want to do, $10 a day, if you want to do $100 a day, whatever you want to do, whatever you're comfortable with, that's what you should do. You should know your numbers. Well, you will know your numbers a lot better, a lot more than I do. Now, this is really important. Networks. We come in here. We want to untick display network. This is nonsense. This is full of crap. There's a lot of terrible, terrible traffic that comes from the Google Display Network. We only want to show up on the YouTube network. Okay. So we click on that. Now, locations. With these sorts of campaigns, we need volume. Okay. So if you're going to go and target, Podunk, Wagga Wagga in the middle of Australia, and there's a population of 20 people, it's not going to work. We need to have large numbers of humans, right? Large volumes of people so our ads can go out to them. So what I like to do if I'm targeting placements is I like to target whole countries or, whole states or cities with large populations, like hundreds and hundreds of thousands, if not even millions of people. That's what I like to do. Just think we need lots of volume. Okay. Lots of placements, lots of people. That's what we need for these sorts of campaigns to work. Obviously, languages, wherever it is you're targeting, whatever their main language is, that's what you want to target. We'll go down to additional settings. So devices, I only like to target mobile phones and computers. Frequency capping, I leave this open. Normally, I'll put like 4 impressions per month, sometimes per week. But in this case, I will leave this open. As I said, I need volume. So I'll leave that open. Ad schedule, leave it alone. Third-party measurement, don't worry about that. Ad group name, whatever, if you're, for example, I'm targeting this example, I'm targeting Alex Hormozi, okay, and his videos and his channel. So here I could put Alex Hormozi placements. Again, whatever makes sense to you. Audiences, we don't want to target any specific audiences because we're targeting placements. I want to target Alex Hormozi because the humans that go to Alex Hormozi's channel are suited for my offer. So if you're like a photography coach, you want to go out and target specific photography channels and placements. Okay. You don't need to touch this really because the people that are going to those types of placements and channels are the types of humans that you want to target. Okay. I hope that makes sense. We just want to leave audience blank, right? Now, this is where we get to the good part, the placement section here. Okay. Again, as I said, you will want to have lots, like 50 plus placements, at least 50 plus. Now, what you can do is make a whole list. You go here, you hit enter, and you can copy and paste that list here. All right. That's probably the easiest thing to do. If we go to the channel, right, if you want to do the manual way, I know there are other softwares out there that you can grab lots of channels and whatnot, lots of placements at one time. But in this case, I'm just going to show you how to manually do it. If I want to target someone's channel, I'll go to their home channel, homepage, I'll grab their URL, I'll copy it, I'll come back here, I'll paste, and I'll add it. Okay. Or I can do this specific video right here, and then I can copy, add it. Right. Now it's going to tell me I don't have enough placements because it's not nearly enough. So if I did like every single one of his videos, that would work really well. But as I said, you want to have lots and lots of placements for this to work. Because I said you need volume for your campaign to run. If you don't have enough volume, your campaign will not run. It will not spend money. And your ad will not get out there. Okay. So then we come down here and we want to create our ads. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly jump over to my channel and I'm going to grab a video and use that as an example. Okay, so I've just taken one of my content pieces and I just used it as an example ad here. So I'll just go through this with you. So basically you put your ad URL right here, and then you come down here under final URL. This is where you'll put the landing page URL. Wherever you want to send traffic, this is where you put it. Okay. Then have your call to action. You just can learn more. There are a number of other ones that you can use that Google will show you, but I've learned more works perfectly fine. Your headline, if I'm just being 100% honest, the headline is kind of important as it shows up right here. Okay. But like this long headline description, they don't really matter so much. Okay. So don't get too hung up on the copy that goes in here. Make it relevant copy, make it good copy, but don't get too hung up on it. Okay. You might want to maybe focus a little bit on the headline, get a good headline, but it's going to be your actual ad that's going to make the biggest difference in these sorts of campaigns. So just put in your headline, your long headline in your description. I like to use auto generate using my channel banner. All right. So your YouTube channel where your ad is uploaded to, you'll have like that big YouTube banner, like the home banner. Google will put that as part of your ad. That works out really well for me. I've never had any issues. You can't upload an image if you wanted to, but again, I've never had to. Ad name, hook one, wherever you want to name your ad. That's no worries at all. Now, get vertical versions of your videos. Yes, you will want to click on that. That can be very handy, specifically if someone's like on different types of different sizes of mobile phones, cell phones, it'll adjust for those different sizes. So you will want to have this ticked. Now, target CPV bid. It's saying here at 0.05 cents, so 5 cents. So what I like to do is I usually like to double that. Why do I like to double it? Because I want to make sure that my ad is going to get pushed out there. Just gives it a bit more oomph, right? I'm going to outbid anyone else who I might be bidding against. So now that does not necessarily mean I will be spending 10 cents per view. Okay. It just means that's what I'm willing to bid. Right? Normally you may only spend 3 cents a view or 4 cents a view or even 5 cents a view, right? But giving myself a higher bid gives my campaign a greater advantage over all the other competitors I'm going up against who are just trying to bid the minimum. All right. So that's why I always up my bid a bit more. Okay. Once that's finished, hit create campaign. Okay. So obviously here it's saying add more placements here in channels. So it's not going to let me do it. So that's what you make sure you do. You want to make sure you have lots and lots of placements. Why? Because it needs volume. But that's basically it, guys. That's basically how you set up and create these placement type campaigns. Now, once this campaign is created, it may take between 3 hours to 24 hours for it to start running. Okay. If after like 4 days, you aren't seeing any sort of impressions, then you may want to look at adding more placements. Okay. Sometimes you may see 4 or 5 impressions after a few days. That's fine. Just chill, just be patient. And what'll happen is it'll start to snowball and you'll get more and more and more impressions. Okay. But if you're not seeing any like 0 impressions after like 2 days or 3 days of your campaign running, then you may want to revisit your placements and add more there. So I hope you enjoyed this YouTube ads tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please like, leave a comment below, subscribe. I'm putting out content quite regularly now. And if you do need any help with any of this, don't hesitate to email me. My email is in the description below. And I will see you guys in the next video.